What's going on, guys? Welcome to another video. I'm your boy NarikChase, and in this video we're going to be reviewing Harbinger Wars. Now, Harbinger Wars is a 4-part series written in 2013 by Joshua Dysart and Duane Swierczynski. I butchered that name. The story follows Bloodshot, who has rescued Syak kids from Project Rising Spirit and are caught in the conflict between Toyo Harada and his Harbinger Foundation egg breakers, Peter Stanchek and his Renegades, Generation Zero led by Cronus, as well as the military group Hardcore hired to eliminate all threats. Gotta say, Valiant has been definitely grown on me since I started reading Ninjak and Livewire and more Bloodshot and seeing more about what this universe has to offer. And I gotta say, I've actually been really impressed. And I am one of those fans, I like seeing heroes clash. I think seeing the tension between heroes break and just seeing the battle of ideologies makes for some really compelling storytelling. And I do like what they do with this story. It's really interesting. All of the major factions have good and bad. There is no one that's necessarily evil and no one that's necessarily all good. But it's just the motivations between all of these characters and these factions that makes this such a compelling narrative. The characters themselves are actually really cool. Again, Bloodshot is definitely one of my favorite characters from Valiant. Really interesting backstory to his character, completely violent and bloody, but also a redemptive character that you want to see redeem himself, especially in his eyes, given his bloody past and given the dark secrets of the origins of his abilities. And I will say, Toyo Harada is one of those characters I've seen in comics, but necessarily didn't really have too many interactions with, even with some of the reads that I have from the Valiant universe. I haven't really read much about Toyo Harada, but I really enjoyed him in this. This guy is classic badass, and not only that, he has a lot of great personality. So I look forward to seeing more from his character moving forward. The characters are actually really cool. Everybody has motivation. There are characters that are a bit more on the sidelines, and perhaps if I've read more of what led up to the Harbinger Wars, I could got a bit more on them. But I found a good majority of the characters to be likable, to have meat on the bones. Mostly it's about the motivation and the overall story. Now the setup is everything's going down in Las Vegas, and I had to say the action is on point. When the dam breaks and all of these characters get the clashing, it's really cool. You get really cool abilities clashing with really cool abilities. You get to see complete badass fights, total destruction, people die. The stakes are definitely at the peak. Did really enjoy the writing. I thought it was good. I thought it was pretty solid. The motivations, the pacing itself, how everything just goes down in the end, just completely works for me in terms of the writing. I think both writers do a really good job. The art design I think is actually pretty cool too. There are some moments where I do feel that it does slip because they do switch artists, and some are definitely better than others, but it definitely holds up with the theme, with just how serious the tone is within the story. And again, captures the action brilliantly. We get some really cool sequences. We get really cool moments for characters to express themselves. Great action. Just turn all around. The art design itself is really good. I didn't even mind the paneling. I thought that was great for the pacing of the story. So there's just a lot to like about this. Now, there are some things I can say I guess I do have an issue with, but it's not enough to break the story themselves. For one, despite me saying that the motivation for all of these different factions is well-founded, and you can definitely see, everybody's vying for the power of these kids, I do feel like there is a bit too many characters. There's a lot going on, so it gets hard to keep up with. Last part, the ending, the way it concludes, definitely could have been extended a little bit. Either that or been done better. Either made another issue to build it out more, or it could have just been written a bit better. I do feel it is a bit abrupt. It typically happens for things like this, where how do we come down from this high? we crash. I'm about the halfway mark of like, yes, it's like, I guess I get it, but at the same time, it could have been better, could have been longer, more extensive. But I will say, Harbinger Wars is a great introduction to a lot of really, really cool characters. And I've walked away interested in a lot of them, wanting to pursue more of what Valiant has in this interesting world, learning more about Bloodshot, Harada, Flamingo, the fat chick that could fly. I always forget her freaking name because I actually thought she sucked as a character when I first heard about her. But reading about her, I think she's actually a really interesting character. There's a lot of interesting characters that are in this book, and I'm definitely looking forward to reading more about them, reading more of what we have in the Valiant universe. But having said that, guys, Harbinger Wars definitely deserves 4 out of 5. I've been reading more Valiant, and I'm just glad that I could add this one to the collection. I really liked it. I thought the art design was actually really good. I did like a lot of the covers. The cover art's actually really cool as well. My favorite one perhaps would be issue 1, but following that, issue 3. I do like the cover arts. I think they're really badass. But anyways, guys, in the comment section below, let me know. Have you read Harbinger Wars? Have you not read it? Who's your favorite character? Which faction would you have gone with? And do you like Valiant Universe? And what are some recommendations that y'all think I should read? Be sure to hit that like, share, subscribe, and that notification button to get the best of what we got going on this channel. And we'll definitely catch you guys later.